May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and mental health has arguably never been worse in this country. A recent study found work-related stress and anxiety skyrocketed nearly 30% from just the end of last year. So how can we all get in a better place? Let's ask Russell Glass. He's the CEO of Headspace Health. That's a very popular meditation app. Russell, it's good to see you. Let's start with Wall Street right now. You're not picking stocks, but Wall Street needs you more than ever right now after shedding 1,100 points on the Dow. Do you have any meditation advice for all our Wall Street friends?
Yeah, I think we think about meditation like we think about brushing your teeth. You don't brush your teeth because you have a tooth problem right now. You brush your teeth because you're trying to prevent tooth problems. And meditation can help when you've got huge drops in the Dow or you've got global pandemics and changes. Being prepared for that by taking care of your brain, brushing your brain, so to speak, can work wonders.
I know that I felt like a volcano that was about to erupt earlier, and no joke, looked down, saw you were on the show, meditated, felt a lot better. So let me get back to that workplace-related stress and anxiety, up 28% from the end of last year. How can employers help, and why do you think there is so much stress and anxiety in the workplace at this moment?
Well, I'll start with the latter question. It's a confluence of issues. You've got global pandemic. There's uncertainty about people's finances. There's worry about getting sick. There's not, certainty about, am I going to have a job, 6 months from now? Am I going to get paid what I was getting paid? Inflation is rampant. There's a war in Europe. So all of these factors affect mental health. And we know that workers are struggling. 50% of workers, millennial workers, are saying they're contemplating leaving their job due to mental health issues. A third of the workplace is facing burnout right now. And so this is now a business continuity issue, which means that businesses, boards, the executives have to be thinking about it. And there's a few things we recommend. One is put a solution in place. Headspace Health is working with 3,500 enterprises right now. We support millions of employees' lives to help them with mindfulness, meditation, all the way to therapy, psychiatry, and medication management. Coaching your executives, teaching them how to have conversations to recognize burnout and how do you talk to employees about that's really important. And then finally, destigmatize, talk about it. We all human, we all have these issues. So as executives, as leaders, talking about it helps everybody else talk about it.
And return to office policies are really stressing out workers as well. Teenagers, though, probably the biggest problem area. It's really an epidemic. It's a crisis. 37% report regular struggles. That's 37% of American high school students. How did the pandemic exacerbate an already growing mental health problem among teens, and how can meditation help them?
As you noted, it was already a huge problem, and we saw increases in suicidality. We saw increases in anxiety and depression. And then the pandemic hit and created loneliness and isolation at a moment in someone's life, these teenage years where you are social, you need interaction. And so it exacerbated the growing problem. We are trying to change the culture in a number of different ways. One is we're providing free services to educators so that they can learn how to incorporate mindfulness meditation into their curriculum, help kids understand how to change the trajectory of their brain health. We're providing free access to adolescents, so 13 to 17-year-olds, through different programs like Peer Health Exchange. And we're going to continue to work with the educators and the high schoolers of the world so that we can change this early in life so that they're prepared for the rest of life. They're prepared for a better mental health. And that's the only way we're going to change the supply-demand imbalance, because there's not enough providers out there. We have to have people thinking about self-care and how do they change the trajectory of this earlier.
You're also making it fun. On May 4th, otherwise known as Star Wars Day, you rolled out a Star Wars-themed meditation series. So how in the world can Yoda reduce my stress? And does it need to be meditation rebranded? As a father of three, Russell, I've tried to convince all my kids to meditate, but it's that word, meditation. Does it need to be repackaged, rebranded, and made more fun to get teens involved?
It's a great call. Well, first of all, I mean, who better than Yoda? You know, he's sort of the ultimate yogi, right? And the concept here is, first of all, have a little fun with it, help to destigmatize it, help bring people into loved characters. You can breathe with Yoda, you can breathe with Chewbacca, you can breathe with R2-D2. We have sleep casts that allow you to fall asleep on a farm on Tatooine. You can be in an X-Wing fighter base and hear the sounds of the base. So we're really trying to attach to what, you know, your kids, other kids are thinking about, and what adults, and the nostalgia of this. For me, it was amazing to fall asleep listening to these sounds of what Tatooine might be like. So it really is, it's all about bringing people in that might not start otherwise.
Deep breathing you need, That's about my best Yoda. It's not a good one.
That was impressive.
Russell Glass, appreciate what you're doing. He's the Headspace Health CEO. Thank you, sir.